Looks like Mr. Noyer is up. Sam, you're spotlighted here. So who's got the first question for Sam? Let's go to Justin Guerrero.
Sam, I'm curious. I mean, just being back in the saddle, being back at quarterback, running the offense again, just how has it been just readjusting to that and getting back in the swing of things the last couple of days?
It's kind of right where I left off. It's been really good. Transition, I mean, I really don't see it as a transition. I know, obviously I played safety last year, but at the same time, this is my home. This is where I feel comfortable at. And so, it's been really smooth and it's been a good first couple of days for sure.
Brian Howell, you're up next.
Hey, Sam. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you back and back at quarterback. I know you're excited about that, but also really the first time you've had a chance to really compete for that starting job. It's always been Cepho and Steven. So are you kind of energized by the fact that you have an opportunity to be the starter here? And has that kind of helped you get your work in and get ready for the season more so than maybe previous years?
Absolutely. And obviously you guys know in previous years, with Cepho and Steven, it hasn't really been a true competition. And so now that I just get that opportunity to compete and really compete for that starting job, and I'm getting those 1 reps, I think that's huge. And that's all I wanted, from the start. That's what I wanted, an opportunity. And now I just got to take advantage of it. It's going to be a competition for however long. And then, but at the same time, it's been really good. And so I'm just, like you said, I'm loving it. I mean, just the opportunity to be out there and really getting the opportunity to truly compete. I couldn't ask for anything more. So it's good.
Adam Mustertiger, CU Sports Nation. I'm sorry, Buff Stampede.
Hey, Sam, with Danny Langsdorf being the 4th quarterbacks coach that you've had at CU, how does his coaching style differ maybe than those previous coaches you've had? And is there anything specific he's been kind of emphasizing that maybe those other quarterbacks coaches didn't?
I've known Langs for a while, and so kind of know how he operates, and I know the system that he runs. And with him and Cheverini, I think, they got a really good grasp of what they want to run. And, he brings in Coach Langs brings in a lot of things from, multiple schools. And so, he's a really smart guy. And so, I think just his composure and how he stays even keel the whole time, there's obviously ebbs and flows of the game. And so I think he does a really good job of handling, those situations of not getting too high or not getting too low. And I think that's what we need at the quarterback position. It's just to stay neutral the whole time. So he does a really good job of implementing that into our room.
Yeah, Carlos, CU Independent.
Hi, Sam. I was just wondering if your experience as a safety last year could kind of translate well for you this year, kind of watching, playing on the other side of the ball. Have you picked up anything different from that, or has that kind of helped you out watching the game from a new perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, being on that whole side, I had to learn, different schemes and techniques every day. And so obviously the terminology was different, but at the same time, it's the same concept and the same defenses. So, I think that it helps me see a lot better, and it really just gives me some more knowledge, knowing, who my key read is and just working off of that. And I think just seeing the whole entire defense really slows down the game a lot, but just having that knowledge is from playing safety last year really, really helps me for sure.
Terry Fry.
You alluded to this, and I understand. I know you've probably been through all this, and this is a 2-parter. But number one, how close did you come to leaving, and why did you stay? And are you a quarterback again, completely in that mindset now?
Absolutely. I'm going to answer that one first. I mean, I feel like I've always been a quarterback. I feel like obviously last year happened, but that was Coach Tucker and I's decision. But at the same time, my heart's always been at quarterback, and that's where I feel most comfortable is throwing the rock. And so, I think that, like I said, I'm very comfortable at this position. What was your other question? Sorry. Oh, you're on mute.
How close did you come to leaving?
Oh, I would say I was out of here. I mean, I moved out of my spot, and I was back home in Oregon, and had some situations lined up for me. And then I got that call from Coach Cheverini and Coach Langsdorf, and, it was perfect opportunity for me to come back in here and compete for the job. So I mean, I was gone though. Like I said, I moved out of Boulder and graduated and everything. So I didn't expect to come back. I mean, it was, if you would have told me I would have came back here for this last season, you know, I would have said you're crazy. But now, you know, it's like I said, it's a perfect opportunity.
Back to Brian Hell.
Hey, Sam, you've got the most game experience of the guys here, although it's things like bad weather in Pullman and not the greatest situations. But I'm curious if you can draw upon those experiences, even though they've been so long ago in different circumstances. Can you draw upon that as you're getting ready for this competition?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think, like you said, the situations weren't the best, but you know, whoever wins this job, I think for me, you know, if I get the job, then I think it'll be nice to compete, to have that the ability to work with the ones throughout the entire week of practice, preparing for, you know, UCLA and the teams that we're playing. And so I think having that preparation with the ones and getting my timing down with them, I think that will ultimately, you know, and then just getting the rhythm down, I think that will help a lot going into the game. But at the same time, you know, I've learned from those, you know, those situations, and you know, I'm going to continue to learn from the situations ahead.
And Henry Chisholm, DNVR. You're on mute, Henry.
Hi, Sam. So after taking a season off to play safety, did you feel like you lost any chemistry with the receivers? And if you did, do you feel like it's coming back now?
No, I think I've maintained a relationship with those guys. You know, obviously playing a different position on the other side of the field, you know, we're competing, right? And that was, you know, we're kind of going head to head, but at the same time, it's all love. I mean, even this team, you know, with our guys over there right now, you know, they'll compete every day, but at the end of the day, we walk off and we're all one. So, you know, I wouldn't say I lost that chemistry at all. I think I have really good chemistry and just a good relationships with all those guys.
Terry Fry, is that a question or a statement? We were talking high school nicknames before you got on.
I just noted that you're a former Beaverton Beaver.
Yes, sir. B, baby.
That looks like it from the crowd, but I'll throw it at you. So playing safety, when you're running the ball this year, you're going to be more apt to slide or take defense head on.
Slide, it's get down, get out of bounds, or touchdowns. That's our mantra. So, you know, I gotta go by that. That's what Coach Langsdorff wants. You know, you might see some things on third down where I might be laying the shoulder a little bit, but I'm trying to protect myself at all costs. So,
Great. Thanks for joining us, Sam.
yeah, appreciate you guys.